My friends introduced me to PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. They had been asking me to join them for a bit, and frankly, I didn't hop in right away because I was afraid it was just another shooter. Just another game in the long list of games that are trending because they're simply the newest thing that the popular player base has flocked to. But after spending a significant amount of time, and unashamedly becoming almost instantly addicted to it, I've come to believe that PUBG is truly something special. Its ugly interface, subpar graphics, janky car controls, and abysmal performance optimization make me believe that its brilliance might be accidental. I don't often like to play early access games, and I like making videos about them even less. And even though countless people have already had their say about PUBG, I still want to chip in my 2 cents. For those who don't know, PUBG is a 100-player fight to the death on a large-scale map where guns, armor, ammunition, health supplies, and vehicles are randomly placed throughout. Every few minutes, the playable world collapses into smaller and smaller circles until the map diminishes entirely. Those unfortunate to get caught outside of the blue playable area bubble need to hoof it back inside the circle or they'll die. You're likely going to die inside the bubble as well, but that will be at the hands of other players. The objective is to be the last person standing to earn the coveted Chicken Dinner Award. You can play it alone or in groups of up to 4 players. When you die, it's game over. 1 life per round. With 1 life per round, every action you take has an irreversible consequence. And with some rounds taking up to about a half an hour, you become more and more aware of every decision you make. How long you take to loot a group of houses, do you continue on foot, or do you take a noisy but fast car? If the game has been progressing for a while, do you dare enter new buildings, knowing that behind every door might be a person waiting with a shotgun? Or do you risk it to find better equipment to increase your chances of survival? These moments of self-doubt almost never happen in traditional multiplayer games. And through these micro-decisions, a story begins to weave together. Was your life in Battlegrounds a quick one because you got into a fight right off the bat? Were you able to hide and avoid conflict as long as possible? Were you having a great round and just nailing all your shots? Luck plays a huge role in all of this. Sometimes people just walk right into your line of sight and you get to savor the thrill of the hunt. Though you are playing the same game, each time you play can be vastly different. Certainly some players have more skill, and you can get better at the game through practice, but even the most skilled players have their luck run out. I don't mind hearing other people tell me their PUBG stories. In fact, I love to hear my friends' tales of how they died or conquered, and in turn, I do the same. And it's this excitement to live and tell these stories that makes PUBG unique. I can't recall another game in recent history where people have been so excited to tell me their specific story, their wacky encounter with a motorcycle, their unbelievable shot, their horrible or brilliant luck. Everyone can play exciting single-player games like the Uncharted series, but everyone experiences the same thing when they boot that game up. GTA Online can give massive open-world random excitement, but hacks, trolls, and griefers can often dampen that experience. I'm not a great player. I have earned 1 chicken dinner so far. I absolutely lucked out and found an amazing hiding spot under a porch where no one found me until it was too late for them. I was bouncing like a ball afterwards, and I'll be surprised if I ever see another chicken dinner ever again. But that doesn't matter to me. 99% of players in any given game are going to die. But death in Battlegrounds doesn't feel like a loss like it can in other online shooters. It's all about the heart-pumping minor encounters that make each game. And I can feel like I've had a great game even if I haven't killed anyone. Maybe I've run out of an overwhelming scenario, or snuck past a firefight, or just had a long, drawn-out battle and finally the other player simply bested me. When played alone, PUBG can feel like a single-player game of survival, especially if you turn off in-game voice chat. It's just you're up against human-level AI. Played cooperatively makes a tactics-based game like few others. You get to play your role and create these stories together. Different imperatives become apparent. You need to secure a vehicle or two to move everyone as a group. You might have to scrounge from more and more dangerous areas in order to get everyone decent gear. But unlike other games, I can't say that playing solo or playing with a group is better or worse. In this rare scenario, I feel like both are equally fun. Few games are like Battlegrounds, and it's a wonder why it took so long for the industry to finally make something this scale. Part of me wishes that a larger developer had come up with the idea and made the game, but if that were the case, they'd probably do something stupid like include microtransactions that would break the game balance or make it peer-to-peer hosted. Unfortunately, I think PUBG is only possible through the current indie market. It's the culmination of positive traits that make Battlegrounds unexpectedly brilliant. Losing doesn't feel like a loss. Playing alone or with friends is equally satisfying. The heart-pumping micro-decisions that can drastically change your game. There's no vengeance chasing, or griefing, or trolling like in many other multiplayer shooters. And most importantly, a story is made almost every time you play. I just pray the developers hammer out the game's many problems, because Battlegrounds is one of the best super flawed games that I've played in a long time. Thank you for watching. This video is made possible through generous fan donations on Patreon.